Uh, I don't know how to start this video. So that's that. I tried to get rid of all these flies. They just they don't want to leave, and I was like, bruh, I'm just gonna film. Yeah. Today's video, I'm gonna be telling you guys how I learned how to play violin this fast. Because I've seen people being like, "Whoa, 3 years, that's really impressive," and I'll be like, "What? No way. What?" So first of all, guys, I'm not gonna be able to be posting a lot of videos. Um, between like from this month till like March 28th because of school. Because of school. Because of school. Yesterday my school was like, "Hey guys, surprise, surprise! You guys as our seniors are coming to school. Isn't that amazing? You're coming 2 days early. You guys, we love you so much." And after that, when you come, we're just gonna show you guys your classes, and then we're not gonna give you books. Yeah, you guys are just gonna sit there. Yeah. And another thing, you guys are gonna be at school from like 7 until 5. So yeah, you might as well just come with your clothes here. Yeah. So they said we school starts at 7 until like 5, and I'm like, can we please have a social life? Honey, we need to have a social life. And how do you expect us to operate with no sleep? Anyways, my script is really messy. I just wrote things. I have no idea what's what. I have no idea what starts first, what comes after. So, just gonna just gonna read. Um, First of all, I don't know anything about psychology. If anyone knows anything about psychology and watches this video and is like, "Oh yeah, that's just because when you do this and this, your brain actually um does this and this, and that's why you learn violin this fast." I don't know any that much stuff about psychology, so I'm just gonna start from all the way from the beginning. By the way, this is not a course. I'm not saying this is 100% going to work for you. This is just for you to try. You can implement some of the stuff I'm gonna talk about. Not all of them though. I'm not saying you should implement all of them. You should just try like one or two of them, because I'm not saying that this is 100% going to work for you. So first, it started out all the way back, and I was in grade three. Grade three. They were holding these like awards at school, and then they called someone with a similar first name as mine, and then a different last name, and I was scarred till that day. Oh my goodness! I was like, that's me. They're calling me, and then they called a different last name. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And until that day, I was like, I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to have my own award. Because we had my aunt's trophy, like a small school trophy, in that house. And I was like, dude, that would be cool if I had my own. It'd be so amazing. So and also during that year when I was in grade 3, I wanted to play piano. But I was so stupid. I don't know why I didn't ask my parents, because they had the money too. They could have just bought me a piano, like a keyboard. I wanted to play a piano at the time. They could have just bought me a piano or something and then hired someone to teach me, but I didn't ask. So fast forward, I think it was 2021. That's when I got like inspired to play violin. No, I think it was like early January 2022, because I started playing on April. I feel like doing my research didn't take that long, so I think let's just say January 2020. That's when I was like, I was sitting down with my mom. We were watching this Little Big show, and then there was this kid with like big glasses who was playing the violin, the Game of Thrones theme. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is such a cool instrument. This is so cool. And I was like, let's listen to what the name of the instrument is. And it was like, it's a violin. I was like, I want to play that instrument because I was forced to go to the school. They're like, we're taking you to the school. It's nice because they have instruments. You can play piano. You can play piano if you go there. And I was like, oh my goodness. I wanted to go to a technical school. So if it wasn't for my mom, I basically wouldn't even be making YouTube videos. I wouldn't be making YouTube videos right now. And then I went to the school, yeah, and I went to the school. I was like, oh, I would like to play violin. And they're like, oh yeah, just give this papers to your mom and sign. And my mom signed the papers. Oh my goodness, I was so ecstatic. I was so happy. And before I went to the lessons, I did a lot of research. So before I went to do my lessons, I already knew how to hold a bow. Like I had the bare minimum. If you look at my old channel, you go to the first short, you can like see I had like the bare minimum. There was like 1 or 2 weeks of me playing violin. The only wrong thing was like my thumb was curved. I had like the bare minimum. I could play the bare minimum, and I was able, to name the parts of the violin. My first lesson, they were like, guys, let's tell Glenn the parts of the instruments, and they were pulling out those sticky notes. They pulled out sticky notes. I'm like, are you guys serious? They're like, this. They're showing me. They're like, Glenn, this is the F holes. No, look at the paper. And I was like, okay, this is the tailpiece. This is the chin rest. These are the F holes. This is the bridge inside. There's a. Oh my goodness, I forgot what that is. I forgot what. Is it the. This is so embarrassing. What's on the inside of the violin again? This is actually embarrassing. I was like, oh yeah, this is the scroll, fingerboard, pegs, and then G, D, A, E strings. And they're like, wow, Glenn, do you have a violin at home? And I was like, no, I don't have a violin at home. I just researched. And I was like, everyone, you need to be like more like Glenn. So yeah, before I went to my lesson, I already knew the bare minimum, how to hold the violin, how to hold the bow. I already knew everything, but I didn't know how to tune a violin at the time, but I didn't know how to do a few things. I went in, did my research. I would watch like master classes, watch people playing violin. I discovered two-set violin at the time. I was like, oh my goodness, this is such an amazing channel. And then yeah, I continued just playing. And then I think I took an online autism test. I don't know when. I can't remember. Like last year, October. And then it's the website said you show signs of autism. I'm not saying I have autism. I'm saying the website said you are showing signs of autism. But if you want to make sure, you can just go to a doctor. But I'm not gonna go to a doctor. Because oh my goodness, like just wasting my time just to like diagnose if I have autism. I don't think I'm gonna do that. And I think like people with autism are usually like smart. So if let's say I did have autism, maybe that it was also autism that kind of helped me to learn violin a bit. So the one thing that kept me like going is I remember when my grandma was still alive, she told me this story. She was like, back when we were like toddlers, we were children, we used to eat out of like bins. We would like eat out of bins, like we would always go like open people's bins and we eat like rotten tomatoes for dinner. And then she was like, yeah, I believed in God. I never gave up. I was always dedicated. I was like, I need to work. I was always consistent. Consistent. I was always consistent, and I always believed in God. I knew that God was testing me to see my belief. And now, till that day, I knew that anything in the world is possible. Nothing is impossible. My grandma got out of poverty. I was like, oh my goodness, this lady, smart. I was like, plus my grandma didn't go to school. I remember she telling us this story. She was like, she was in class, and then she said she wanted to go to the toilet, and then she said, ma'am, can I please go outside? And then the teacher said yes. And then she thought that the teacher meant she can go anywhere. And then she just left school. And then she never did school. And then that's crazy. I'm like, she only did 1 grade of school. And then this is the house she built. I was like, oh my goodness, this lady just made me believe that anything in the world is possible. Nothing is impossible. If you put hard work into it and you never give up, everything's gonna go your way. Put Jesus, pray. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm never gonna give up in my entire life. Everything I do now, I never give up. That's why I always say, I try my best. Every time, you guys know, I always say, oh, I tried my best. Because I always try my best. That's what I'm saying. You should always try your best. Never give up. Don't just give up and be like, oh, I can't do this. If there's thousands of people who can play violin, that means you can play violin also. So don't give up. If you like to play violin and it's a dream, then yeah, play it. Don't give up. If you give up, then you just didn't achieve anything. And never give up. And the worst thing is, the music teacher at my school, she's a professional cellist. Yeah, so I had to basically teach myself most of the things I know from the internet. And also, when she comes back on Wednesday, I also need to fix her mistake, because she holds the violin like this, like a cello, like this. She doesn't hold it like this. Like, she holds it like this, not like this. And I've seen some of the students doing that, holding it like a cello, and I always fix that. And I'm like, no, guys, you don't do that. And I should probably tell her, because yeah, she's just a free violin teacher at school. She knows how to teach like the bare minimum. Oh yeah, also, her being a professional cellist is she taught me how to read music though. Every time I struggle with something, I know like the violin and the cello are two different instruments, but sometimes she does help me, being like, oh, maybe you should like use the frog, maybe use the tip, maybe do hold the bow like this, do like this. Usually she is helpful, especially for a free violin teacher. I'll take them, and that means I have freedom to do anything I want. So the bad thing that I did is I skipped steps. I just skipped stuff. For example, I skipped the Suzuki Book 2. I was like, yeah, I don't have time for this. This is boring. Let's just get to Suzuki Book 3, Book 4. And then right now I'm on Book 5. I only played like 3 pieces on a Book 5, because if you pass like Book 4, I think when you get to Book 4, you finish Book 4, the rest of the books are just concertos and caprices and stuff. And I think you can just basically play anything you want from there. And yeah, I basically had freedom to do anything. But then I realized that me skipping steps was actually bad, so I had to go back and fix my older mistakes. And because I'm always consistent, I practice every day for 40 minutes. It's not about how long you practice. I don't understand people like, oh yeah, I practice 8 hours a day, and then after that they're just gonna come out just playing the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star after practicing for 8 hours. Like, I practice 40 minutes every day, a day, during lunch. During lunch break at school, what I do is during lunch break, I practice, and then when the bell rings, I run to the talk shop, and then I buy something, and I run back to class, and I start eating in class. Usually the teachers are chill. They usually chill. But not the English teacher. She just turned last year in December. She just turned into a demon. I was like, oh my goodness, what happened? I thought we were chilling. And everyone is mad that she's going to be our teacher again this year. She's been teaching us from grade 10, and they were like, and your teacher this year is gonna be the same teacher. And I'm like, oh my goodness, again. Oh my goodness. Let me do oh yeah, I'm almost done with the video. And then another thing You should get like inspiration from other people. Like I always like get jealous, not in a bad way, in a good way, where I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so jealous of him. You know what, I want to become just like him. I'm so jealous of like let me say Hillary Han. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so jealous of Hillary Han. I want to be just like her. You need to have role models, people who inspire you, who you are like, oh my goodness, I want to be just like that. I think that kind of also helps. And yeah. Usually, what I do is I always get what I want. I always get what I want. Not like a spoiled brat. Like whenever I want something, I work really hard for it. I never give up. I always work hard and I always make sure that I achieve all of my goals. I never give up. That's all you need to do is just never give up. Don't practice too long. Make sure when you practice, make sure you're not. It's not about how long you practice. It's about how you practice, how good you're getting at the piece you're playing, how good you're playing it. Because you can practice 30 minutes a day, and then basically learn a lot of stuff. And you can like, while there's someone practicing like 8 hours a day and they learn absolutely nothing, there's no point. I don't even when I practice, I never look at the time. I just practice until I just master the thing I want. I never just practice like, oh, you need to practice 10 hours a day. No, I never do that. I'm always relaxed. Okay, I want to have fun. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I usually can't learn stuff if I'm not having fun. If I'm bored, I'm not having fun, I will never be able to learn that thing. So if you're not having fun, maybe you're not gonna be able to learn. But violin is fun because at the end, it's always worth it. It's worth it at the end. Yeah, so I think that's it. I don't know anything else good I did. I don't know if I missed anything. If any of you guys have any tips on how to help other people to improve, make sure you leave them in the comments section down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity, to be a small YouTuber, like a teeny tiny one. This is what I like. I'm actually enjoying the space because it's so nice seeing like 3 people commenting like, oh my goodness, you inspired me to play violin, you inspired me to come back, start playing violin again. That feeling is so amazing. And thank you guys so much for all your continued support. Yeah, in this video I was not weird. I'm sure you guys are happy. And my goodness, there's so many flies. Yeah, I don't think I will be able to post as much this year, but in December, as you all know, I post like crazy in December. I'm gonna try and make some time to like post for you guys. Maybe at night I can like hurry up before my bedtime. Like right now, my bedtime is in 5 minutes. I need to go to sleep in 5 minutes. And so right now I'm just gonna play you the most difficult piece I know how to play. I've been playing violin for like 2 years and like 10 months now. In April, I'm gonna be doing 3 years of violin playing. So the hardest piece I can play is the Bach violin something. I actually forgot the piece. I'm just gonna like remind myself. As you can see, there's no music there. The music is in my backpack because I practice at school. And yeah, I'm just gonna play you the hardest piece I know how to play, and hopefully this inspires you guys. And but don't push yourself. Don't push yourself too much, because when I was learning that piece, the Bach Violin Sonata in G minor, yes, when I was playing that piece, I was playing it during the Kennedy Violin Challenge, the Tonic Kennedy Violin Challenge, and I did it like kind of injure my shoulder, and I had to basically take a break from playing violin because my shoulder used to hurt a lot. And I also like messed up my posture. I had my bow way too high because I saw like a video being like, yeah, back in the Baroque violinist play like higher on the bow. So I was like, oh, maybe I should try that because this is a broke piece. And then I tried that, and ended up injuring myself. So make sure you're careful when you're trying to do all these things, because yeah. So I'm gonna play just like a few bars of the piece. I haven't played it in a long time, so I'm just gonna play the parts that I remember. I'm gonna. Um, I forgot the rest. I forgot the rest. Hopefully that inspired some people to start learning the violin, or this inspired you to like continue playing violin. It's always nice to see people being like, "Oh my goodness, you inspired me to play violin." That's why I continue playing using doing YouTube. This is such a fun thing to do for me. I really enjoy making videos for you guys. Hopefully this does become a job for me in the future. But I'm African, so I'm not allowed to do any like music related stuff. But my mom is really supportive about like the choices I make. But yeah, she doesn't want me to do music, but at least I do it as an eighth subject. She let me do that. She signed the papers. They were like, "Oh yeah, you need to make let your parents sign these papers to allow you to do an eighth subject." I was like, "Oh my goodness, that's so amazing." And do I have anything else to say? Oh yeah, thank you guys so much for 279 subscribers. Pretty please get me to like 5,000 subscribers before like June. Let's When we get to June, can we like get to 5,000 subscribers before like, please, I'm begging you guys. Please, that would be so amazing. And right now, gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna edit this video when I wake up in the morning. Just can't thank you guys enough. I know like it's not a like I don't have like that much big like subscribers, that many subscribers, but I'm really grateful for everything you guys do for me. It's really amazing. And please like and subscribe. When you subscribe to this channel, you automatically become a Ling Ling. It's scientifically proven. And please like and leave a comment if you have any like tips of yourself too. Oh wait, someone like and ooh, one thing story about how I used to struggle with vibrato. So you know how when you start, of course they like teach you to just hold the violin like this. And I used to struggle with vibrato, and I was like, why is the violin shaking? Yeah, it turns out you just need to do this. After I did that, I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Because I was like, one day I was like, wait, because I've always felt like the violin's gonna fall when I open my hand like this. I was like, oh my goodness, this thing is falling. And I thought my thumb is supposed to be here, but then you can just like move it a bit. And I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. It was the best thing ever. I was like, oh my goodness, all this hard work finally paying off. Because like I had to do like those exercises where you put your violin on the wall so that it doesn't fall, and then you can put like a padding, like a towel, or like the thing you use to wipe your violin. your microfiber cloth and you just put it here. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is not working. This is not working. My violin is still shaking. When I discovered to do vibrato, it was the amazing thing, best thing ever. Um, I don't know if I have any other vibrato tips. Because I just use my wrist vibrato. Oh yeah. When you do vibrato, make sure you just don't use it too much. Make sure you like expand it. Like just start off like slow. When you're playing like a nice piece, don't just go. Maybe like just start off nice and slow, like. Usually that sounds so amazing. I got taught by that. I learned that from violin mechanic because I used to just vibrato. I used to overuse vibrato. I just used to just bam, 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 and then I just discovered, oh, you need to like start off nice, like. Because before I would just go. I don't know the fingerings, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe. Please subscribe. Please. I really want this to be a job. I don't want to go to university, you guys. Please. Just prove to my African mom that YouTube can actually be beneficial. I don't want to go to university, you guys. Oh my goodness. Like, if this YouTube channel doesn't make it this year, that means I have to apply for university. And then you guys won't get any videos because I'm going to do like electrical engineering, electronics. Or if I get a degree in like electric engineering, I could do like really dangerous stuff. I'm going to do like, maybe I could like have like an electrical engineering channel if I do get a degree and do dangerous stuff. And yeah, I think this is goodbye now. I'm going back to school. Torture. My birthday is on the 4th of March. Make sure you write that down. 4th of March. You write that down. I want to see happy birthday, Glenn. Glen. That's my name. I want to see happy birthday on the 4th of March. I want to see everyone saying happy birthday. If I remind you guys, I'm gonna get angry. And yeah, it's time for me to skedaddle out of here. There's probably like adults watching this that are like, oh my goodness, I'm here for actual serious advice, but I have to do something goofy. I have to do one thing goofy. It's my personality. So I'm gonna just skedaddle out of here. Look at this drip, you guys. Look at this drip. Look at this drip. So yeah, I'm gonna skedaddle. See you guys next time. Bye.